Good morning. Good morning. Today we are going to explain about palindromic nucleotide sequences. What is the meaning of palindromic nucleotide sequence? Palindromic sequences is the base sequence that reads when orientation 5' to 3', 5' to 3', then reading is same. Reading frame is same. Palindromic nucleotide sequences is the base sequence when we read both forward direction, 5' to 3'. This is also forward direction, 5' to 3'. Reading frame shape. Or backward direction, 3' to 5'. Forward direction, backward direction. Palindromic sequence is the base sequence when we read the sequence on two strands, when forward or backward, or 5' to 3', or 3' to 5'. The reading frame is same. That type of sequences are palindromic sequences. 3 mark question. Define palindromic nucleotide sequences. Can you give 5 examples? Question. This is a palindromic nucleotide sequences. Base sequences. Palindromic sequences are base sequences which read when both forward or backward direction, or 5' to 3', or 3' to 5' in both strands. The reading frame is same. The type of a palindromic nucleotide sequence. For example, 5' to 3', GAA-TTC. Read karo 5' to 3'. This is the first strand, GAA-TTC. Second strand 5' to 3', GAA-TTC. Forward. Backward read ek baro. 3' to 5', CTT-AAG. Here 3' to 5', CTT-AAG. Second, 5' to 3', AGCT. 5' to 3', AGCT. 3' to 5', TCAG. That 3' to 5', TCAG. So anything, of course this thing. 5' to 3', GTT-AAC. 5' to 3', GTT-AAC. 3' to 5', CAA-TTG. 3' to 5', CAA-TTG. You can take this. 5' to 3', AAG-CTT. AAG-CTT. Or TTC-GAA, TTC-GAA. This one, GGA-TCC, GGA-TCC. Or CCT-AGG, CCT-AGG. So when we read both forward and backward, or 5' to 3' in both strands, or 3' to 5' in both strands, the reading frame is same. The type of sequences are called palindromic nucleotide sequences. Next concept, action of REN. REN means restriction endonuclease enzyme. How they are going to cut the DNA fragments. Each REN recognize, each restriction endonuclease enzyme recognize the one palindromic sequence, specific sequences, and cut the DNA at the specific positions. That will be restriction endonuclease enzymes. I told already restriction endonuclease enzyme. Restriction endonuclease enzyme is nothing but molecular scissors. It's cut the DNA into fragments. Each restriction endonuclease enzyme recognize the palindromic sequences. Palindromic sequences. That is also very, very important. Palindromic sequences. So it recognizes the specific sequence. It recognizes the specific sequence to cut the DNA and the backbone of DNA, phosphate to sugar. Cut the DNA at the specific positions. And what enzyme is used to cut the desired gene or foreign DNA? The same restriction endonuclease enzyme used to cut the vector DNA also. Sir, why sir it is the reason? Restriction endonuclease enzyme, when cut the desired gene, desired DNA, alien DNA or foreign DNA, we may get the sticky ends. What is the meaning of sticky ends, sir? Sticky end is nothing but complementary base pair to the another strand or vector, another strand to the vector. So meaning of that what, sir? So for example, it is a double-stranded DNA. When restriction endonuclease enzyme recognize the sequence and cut the DNA. When it cuts DNA like this, one end is a short end, one end is a long fragment. One is a short fragment, one is a long fragment. Matlab, when it cut the DNA, it is a one short to one long fragments, DNA fragments there. That's called sticky ends. Without sticky ends, there is no chance of ligation by DNA ligase enzyme. So sticky ends of desired DNA, sticky ends of vector DNA also required for ligation to produce recombinant DNA. So restriction endonuclease enzyme. Each restriction endonuclease enzyme recognize the specific sequence and cut the DNA at the specific position, and it leaves sticky ends. For example, EcoR1 restriction endonuclease enzyme, EcoR1 restriction endonuclease enzyme cut the desired gene, EcoR1 restriction endonuclease enzyme identify the sequence GAA-TTC and cut this sequence in between guanine and adenine bases. EcoR1 cuts the DNA between the bases guanine and adenine when the sequence is GAA-TTC. That is very important. EcoR1 cuts the DNA in between which nitrogen bases? Guanine and adenine. When sequence is GAA-TTC. That is very important. When it cuts this foreign DNA or desired gene or alien DNA, we may get the sticky ends. Means one is a long fragment, one is a short fragment. Sticky ends of the desired DNA. This is a complementary to the another strand. What enzyme is used to cut the desired gene or desired DNA? The same EcoR1, the same enzyme EcoR1 used to cut the both DNA strand at the same site. Means the vector DNA also cut by same restriction endonuclease enzyme EcoR1. When EcoR1 used, it cut the DNA in between guanine and adenine bases. When the sequence is GAA-TTC, palindromic sequences. Then we are getting the sticky ends. One is a short end, one is a long fragment. This is nothing but sticky ends. Of course, if not comes sticky ends, cuts exactly middle of the sequence. For example, it is comes sticky, but like that it is exactly cut the center of the sequence. That is nothing but naked ends. But here it is a sticky ends. So sticky end, we have vector DNA also sticky ends, then desired gene DNA also sticky ends. Desired DNA sticky ends ligate or joins with the sticky ends of vector DNA by DNA ligase enzyme. Both DNA fragments, means vector DNA fragment and desired DNA fragments with the sticky ends joins at the sticky ends by DNA ligase enzyme, which is called molecular stitches, and produce recombinant DNA. This is very, very important. Without sticky ends, no chance of recombinant DNA is formed here. So recombinant DNA nothing but joining the two ends, two DNAs, vector DNA and desired DNA with the sticky ends by DNA ligase enzyme. And actually, there are 5 tools are there in recombinant DNA technology as said. First, restriction endonuclease enzyme, then second, DNA ligases, third, polymerases, fourth, vector, then fifth, host organism mostly. So restriction endonuclease enzyme we discussed already. Now second one, DNA ligases. So DNA ligases are ligases. Ligase enzyme obtained from Escherichia coli by Hargobind Khorana scientist the ligases or isolated the ligases enzyme from Escherichia coli by Hargobind Khorana. Most commonly used ligases enzymes are DNA ligases. DNA ligases, very important. DNA ligases are also called molecular stitchers. Molecular stitchers, very important. Molecular stitcher, molecular scalpel, molecular scissor, chemical scalpel, molecular knife, restriction endonuclease, molecular stitchers, ligases. Ligases enzymes are join the two DNA fragments. Function, join the two DNA fragments. So sticky ends of the desired DNA fragment joins with the sticky ends of the vector DNA by ligase enzyme only. Ligases enzymes join the two DNA fragments with the sticky ends. That's nothing but ligation. So ligase enzymes are used in a ligation process. Without sticky ends, there is no chance of ligation. That is nothing but second to ligases. Next, polymerases enzyme. Polymerases. So polymerases, what polymerases? It is going to synthesize a new strand, new complementary DNA. So new strand of DNA, new complementary DNA synthesized by polymerases enzymes. We know very well. We have been discussed in molecular also. There is nothing but synthesize the new complementary DNA. Synthesize new complementary DNA. New complementary DNA on template. On template DNA or DNA template is nothing but which enzyme? DNA dependent DNA polymerase. So DNA dependent DNA polymerase enzyme. DNA dependent DNA polymerase enzyme helpful to synthesize new complementary DNA on a DNA template. For example, reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcriptase enzyme. Reverse transcriptase or RNA dependent DNA polymerase. You know very well, RNA dependent DNA polymerase helpful to synthesize new complementary DNA on RNA template. RNA template. So question, RNA to DNA, which polymerase enzyme? Reverse transcriptase or RNA dependent DNA polymerase. DNA to DNA, which polymerase? DNA dependent DNA polymerase enzyme. So these polymerase enzymes are also called synthesizing enzymes. Synthesizing enzymes. Synthesizing enzymes. Next concept we are going to discuss about production of rDNA, recombinant DNA. Production of recombinant DNA. Question, how they chance to ask, can you draw the diagram? Production of recombinant DNA, 5-mark question. Diagrammatic representation of production of recombinant DNA. This is only diagram. Or briefly write about production of recombinant DNA, 5-mark question. That is also correct. So chances of question. So if they are asking only diagram, you need to draw this diagram up to here. If they are asking briefly means some story also. What story I am going to tell? Production of rDNA. This is the foreign DNA, alien DNA, desired DNA. All are same words. This is the vector DNA plasmid. Extra chromosomal circular DNA present in bacteria called a plasmid. Vector DNA. Vector DNA nothing but plasmid. The same restriction enzyme cut both foreign DNA and vector DNA. This is very important. Kaiko, to get the stick ends, during action of REN time, we had given this information. The same restriction enzyme used to cut the vector DNA and the desired DNA or foreign DNA to get the stick ends. So, foreign DNA when exposed to REN, then DNA cut into fragments with the sticky ends. This is the sticky ends. Sticky ends of the DNA fragments. What restriction enzyme used to cut this foreign DNA? The same restriction enzyme used to cut the vector DNA also. For what? For sticky ends. Then when same restriction enzyme used to cut this vector DNA or plasmid, we get the sticky ends of the plasmid like this. So now we have sticky ends of DNA fragments, sticky ends of vector DNA. You know very well sticky ends. Sticky ends means complementary to each other. So sticky ends of DNA fragments, sticky ends of vector DNA, both are ligate, means both are joined. Sticky ends of DNA fragments joined to the sticky ends of vector DNA, means plasmid DNA, by ligase enzyme. Ligase. So ligase enzyme, ligase foreign DNA to plasmid. DNA fragments, sticky ends of DNA fragments, ligase to vector DNA or plasmid DNA. Then results, rDNA is produced. Recombinant DNA is produced. So this process is, when ligate the foreign DNA to the plasmid, that process is called ligation. Ligation. So after ligation results, rDNA is formed. rDNA means recombinant DNA. A recombinant DNA transfer into host organism, Escherichia coli. Transformation, the recombinant DNA kept into the host organism is called transformation. The recombinant DNA transfer into host organism, then Escherichia coli going to divide, cell divide, and produce a daughter colonies. Daughter colonies having also desired DNA fragment along with the host. So to produce the multiple copies of desired gene along with the vector in the host organism, called gene cloning. This is nothing but production of rDNA or a recombinant DNA. Recombinant DNA. Ligation. Ligation means desired DNA fragment joined to the vector DNA by DNA ligase enzyme is called a ligation. rDNA, recombinant DNA. Short form, linking of desired gene with the vector DNA is called a rDNA. This is main information about production of rDNA. Any doubts, you may chance to ask.